Hello, my dear CMA intermediate students. I hope you all have done really well because many feedbacks are coming up that the entire tax paper was from the important question and even the MCQs were easy to handle. So let us immediately go through the correct options of the MCQs. I've already marked it for you so that you do not waste too much time in discussing answers now. Just go home, relax, and focus on your next paper. That is what all I have to say. I'll just quickly show you on the screen the correct answers because I've marked it in the PDF. So here is your first MCQ, which is asking that which of the following is not a capital receipt. So what is not a capital receipt here? Out of the 4 options, your correct option will be dividend on investment. So definitely easy to handle. Next, a very easy MCQ, which is your assessment year. What is your assessment year? So we know that the immediately following the year in which the income is earned is the assessment year, and the year in which you earned the income is called the previous year. Next, again, a very simple MCQ, obviously from your salary chapter. We usually discuss this in class, a very important provision from where the MCQs are made. So if a domestic servant is engaged by the employer and the salary is paid by him, then this is obviously a perquisite, and this perquisite is taxable in the hands of specified employees only. Next, again, a very easy MCQ from your capital gain chapter. But yes, obviously, if you know this particular provision, then only you will be able to attempt the correct answer here. Otherwise, many students might give wrong answer over here. So here your option D will be the correct one. If any particular assessee is having more than one residential house, then in that case, exemption will not be allowed. Next, let us move on to next MCQ. Expenditure on promotion of family planning is an allowance that we have studied, and this is basically in case of a company. So obviously expenditure on promotion of family planning was the point where you need to understand this is in case of a company. So for a company, deduction is allowed. Next, we move on to next MCQ, which is deduction under old tax regime. So they are not talking about 115 BAC. Under normal tax regime, under section 80G, who can claim the deduction of 80G? So again, this can be claimed by all assessees. Next, what is not a difference between direct and indirect tax? So if you have studied the difference that the points are given in your module, the difference between direct and indirect taxes, and the one which is not in the difference is the answer where your D will be the correct answer. Next, moving on to next MCQ, that is under GST law, services by an old age home which is run by central government, state government, or the entity under section 12AA to residents up for consideration up to how much amount is exempt. It will be not this by mistake has been marked as 20,000. This will be 25,000 per month per member, which is exempt. Next, let us move on to the next MCQ, which is your rule number 30. Rule 30 provides that the value of supply of goods or services or both based on cost shall be how much percentage of the cost of production or manufacturer. This is again from the module itself, and here the right answer will be 110. The provisions exactly has been taken from the module, the exact lines, and the MCQs have been framed. So this was somewhere where students might be confused. Otherwise, remaining MCQs are well good enough. Next, let us move on to place of supply MCQ, where they have given the question on board or rail. So this is a very common area from where the institute makes question. We discuss a lot about this in classes. Generally, I discuss this in class with the help of example, that if you're in a train and you need a massage, then in that case, what will be the place of supply? So obviously the first schedule point of departure. Next, input tax credit. So here the form number is not reflected in GSTR 2B. And then again in the next MCQ, certificate of registration in case of the application when it is made, then it is basically the certificate of registration issued in the form GST Reg 06. Next, we come to our MCQ number 13, which is a person who need to pay tax under composition scheme needs to file the form CMP 08 quarterly and form number CMP 04 annually. So this will be your correct option. Next, last two MCQs. So this is again a very easy MCQs, basic question. The limit of exclusive economic zone, which will be 200 nautical miles, and the last one will be your option number D. Here they are talking about the total period of levy of safeguard duty. So this is restricted to 10 years. So again, even the descriptive part is quite easy, and very soon I'll be updating the status on how much marks exactly matched from the important question in the descriptive also. So easy to handle MCQs. All I have to say now is to to you is to go home, relax, take rest, and start revising for the last paper if you're appearing for only one group. And obviously, if you're appearing both groups, then revise for the next 3 papers. Do not waste too much time in discussing the answers with your friends, because ultimately you have limited time to revise. So just all that I need to say now. So all the very, very, very best for the next paper. And yes, keep connecting me on WhatsApp and let me see how many marks exactly match from the important. I'll update about it soon.